Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityanandam, to all the viewers that are joining with us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and various social media platforms, and to all the Paramashiva Sena participants of batch 9 and batch 10. Everybody, welcome. Welcome back to all the PSS participants, and welcome to the viewers that are watching us on YouTube. This is going to be a very special segment because every month on the 1st, is very special to everyone. Especially, I know already in the Rajya Sabha room, all the Rajya Sabha members are waiting there eagerly to listen to the experiences, to the journey of so many people who have come from different walks of life. For many of the people who attended from different countries around the world attended the Paramashiva Sena, and they are all here to share their journey, their breakthroughs and experiences. So, Paramashiva Sena is a unique program where Swamiji literally gives the experience of manifesting, radiating Paramashiva in all levels of your life, making you experientially understand it and manifest it. So, right now, we are going to be having the graduates of the Paramashiva Sena program. There are so many of them who are waiting eagerly to share their journey, their story, what are the types of breakthroughs they had, how they had this breakthrough, and the miracles that they experienced. They're here to share with you all. And without further delay, let's all enter into it. We have all the participants of the Paramashiva Sena program who are all here. Actually, many of them have started their journey back home because the program culminated some time back. And we have the journey of Paramashiva Sena throughout the course of this 1 month is where directly in multiple layers and levels it is being worked on, and you have that experience of that superconscious breakthrough. And that is exactly what is going to be happening now. First, I would like to invite Ma Nitya Aparokshananda. Ma Aparoksha, yes, I'm going to call Ma Aparokshananda to come up and share her journey, what it has been like to have to experience Paramashiva Sena program, to be here, and the journey and the breakthroughs that she had. Please come forward, Ma. Nityananda.
Nithyananda, can you hear me? Okay, cool. So before I introduce myself, I just want to say that being up here is a huge breakthrough for me because I've done a few programs before and I never felt the need to share any of those times. So I had to write everything down just so I stay focused. But Nithyanandam, everyone. My name is Ma Nitya Aparoka. I was born in Phoenix, Arizona, and raised all across the Western United States. And at the end of 2021, life's journey brought me to Ohio, where I am now part of KAILASA Sangha there, and was previously from Seattle Sangha for 8 years. Attending Paramashiva Sena, batch 9 in LA, arrived at the most perfect time for me, when rejuvenation and revitalization were most needed. I was seeking breakthroughs in healing from a tick infection that caused deep muscle pain and stiffness, wanting to reprogram my sleep patterns, completion with loved ones, both alive and who had passed away, and wanting to reconnect with my true self after a spiraling detour that left me in the dumps. A major highlight for me was during the death meditation, where Swamiji pulled me out into the void, both of us formless, yet I knew he was holding my hand and walking me down a pathway. As we went, I felt a presence, and then before me was my gray and white kitty Tejas, who had passed away last November suddenly, and I had been very distraught about it until now. I saw him, vibrant and sweet as always, and I picked him up, held him, and kissed him all over. Swamiji standing close to us, and then after the heartfelt reunion, we sent him back to follow the pathway towards a golden city. And he ran off, the tears just flowing down my face, and then the meditation was over. That brought a lot of completion to my space, and Swamiji had also blessed to liberate him during energy darshan. Being here in the LA temple space, getting called to do temple seva for Subramanya, Ganesha, Nithyanandeshwari has brought a lot of healing to my heart. Then another moment was during a Seva Darshan meeting. We were watching oneness capsules of a young Swamiji doing arti to Arunachala Hill, and I was remembering when I first met him, the tenderness he showed and the care he showed to me back then. It brought an overflowing of tears, and then Swamiji called my name and gave blessings. My heart ached with love, and soon after that, an Acharya called me again to go for temple seva. It was to do all in car, and out of all the deities here, it was Swamiji. I melted completely, like what a synchronicity. I also gave him a hug later. And a powerful breakthrough in the realm of health was doing the daily Nitya yoga. My body was once struggling to even lift my arms, now is feeling light, flexible, and pain-free. My energy levels are soaring. Deep completions with my family have unfolded, like with my dad, sisters, and nephews. And new opportunities have revealed themselves to me when I return home. All of this fills me with such awe and deep gratitude. Swamiji has cared for every detail and more. I truly feel attended to, loved, and showered with blessings. Another inspiration for coming to PSS was to bring more activism into my seva, to stand as a stronger support for my Timali in KAILASA, Ohio. Immersing in this high-intensity ecosystem has made it clear once again that what truly fulfills me is living and contributing to Swamiji's mission for humanity, the United States of KAILASA, which is reviving Sanatana Dharma as a conscious civilization, restoring humanity to the path of Dharma and enlightened living. I just want to say for anyone who feels stuck, needing healing or deeper insights on the self, or looking for a spiritual transformation, PSS offers exactly the shift that's needed. The energy darshans, completion processes, third eye and kundalini awakening initiations, the organic sattvic food, and early morning yoga and puja are rocket fuel for living your higher possibilities. And if you have a sincere intention to come, just pray to Swamiji and everything always aligns beautifully. In multiple ways, this has been my experience throughout the years. Thank you, Nithyananda. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Thank you, Ma Aparoka. But I have a question. I'm not done yet. Ma Aparoka, what is your one defining moment? Like the moment I say PSS, what would be that one moment that was like, oh my God, this is what I was waiting for? And you got that breakthrough.
Yeah, well, a completion breakthrough was actually during the mirror process. You have to relive, incidents in the mirror. And before, it was like I was able to do it and get some relief from it. But it was still like, there's still like a heaviness in my heart. And this time when I was here, I was going through a particular incident and was reliving it for about 4 or 5 times. And it's like, okay, emotionally, I'm getting things out, but there was still like that heaviness in my heart. And I was just like sitting there, I'm like, my goodness, like I want this to be healed. And I don't know, Swamiji's like voice came into my head and he was just like, Paramashiva, wake up. Paramashiva, wake up. And he said that over and over again. And as I was looking at myself in the mirror, before I would have to like really like try and focus on my three eyes, I would get distracted and, but as soon as he was saying that over and over again, Paramashiva, wake up, it was like I just locked in. And I was just like, yeah, locked in. And I felt like that heaviness in my heart just wash away. And I was like, afterwards, I was like, wow, I feel really, really good. And yeah, so that was something that really, I mean, I thought was great, because I was like, I really felt like Paramashiva was channeling through my eyes. Like I saw something more than just me looking back. I mean, even though we are Paramashiva, it was just like I truly connected, and yeah, it was very healing. So that was one thing, that stood out to me. So yeah.
Yes, thank you. That is beautiful. Thank you, Ma Aparoksha, for coming up and sharing. But I just want to add one thing to what you're sharing to everyone here. Because when we say like the experience in Paramashiva Sena, like she beautifully shared, it covers all facets of your life. You came in as with all the ups and downs that you face in your life. And here you are completely, that whole aspect is completely cleared, and Swamiji is giving you the experience or making you see what the ultimate is. So, and even for me as an Acharya, the journey of yours that I've seen, it's been very beautiful. So, thank you so much for coming up and sharing. Ma Paroksha, thank you for coming up. And regarding yoga, I just want to add to all the current PSS participants who have just joined in and to all the viewers. The Yoga and Paramashiva Sena program is upgraded, completely different, entirely different than our regular yoga that you do. Even if you daily do Nityananda yoga at your home, it is nothing in comparison to what you do here, because the acharyas on ground are going to be there to help work with you, to support you to do the postures and all the 12 components of the yoga. All the different components of the yoga are explained to you and you are walked through in detail. So, this yoga is designed not just for your body, but for your being, for giving you that enlightenment. So, everybody that are here, for all of you, this is the thing. Just experience the Paramashiva Sena program in the yoga. That alone can heal you heal so many levels, whether it's your patterns or the illnesses that you're having. So, thank you, Ma Aparoksha. You beautifully highlighted that aspect as well. And next, I have with me Ma Francesca, which this is her first time editing the program. I remember her before she starts. I have to introduce her a little bit because she's a you. I'll leave it to you to introduce yourself and describe a little bit of your background. But I remember on day one of the program, you walking into the hall completely new, without any ideas whatsoever of what it is. But today I see you going back from the program, a completely transformed person. I mean, look at you. The way you are itself tells what you have become, with big kumkum and so graceful and radiating. And I only see smile in you continuously now. So, do you want to share? Why don't you start a little bit about introducing yourself and where you're from? Even give a little bit background about your work and then what your journey has been like.
Thank you, Ma. So my name's Francesca Farinacci, and I grew up in Northern California, and I flew out to PSS from Long Island, New York, where I work and I live. And I was first introduced to Swamiji through a mentor and friend of mine named Samarpini. And she had been very supportive to me in my personal process of healing after some challenges that I had been having in my career, in my personal relationships, and with my health as well. And so there's one particular moment that really stands out for me in my journey. And it's when I first met Swamiji. And I had been going through this intense meditative process with Samarpini, and the experience brought me to the floor where I found myself sobbing. And I remember reaching out on the ground, and suddenly I felt something move by my hands. And I thought it was Samarpini's feet. And we did a debriefing session after the meditation. And she relayed to me that it was not her feet, those were Swami's feet. And I had never had such a profound experience like that before. And it took me a few days to really process what I had experienced. And I said, I don't have any expectations, or I don't want to make any meaning out of this, but I have this really strong curiosity and intuition that I need to follow this nudge to go to PSS. And so I listened to that and, took a leap of faith. And I'm just so thankful that I did. So that's how I ended up here. And I came to the program really with the intention to heal some deeply rooted patterns that I had pertaining to health, wealth, and relationships that were really keeping me stuck in my life. As far as some of the highlights of the program, it's difficult for me to just say that there was one, big breakthrough, because I found that there were breakthroughs that I experienced both on, micro and macro scales. But for me personally, I'll just highlight a few. I've been a practitioner of yoga for over 20 years now. And, I've experienced all different forms of yoga, from, breathwork practices to hatha yoga, ashtanga, kundalini. And I can just say that by far, this is the best yoga practice that I've ever been exposed to. It's so comprehensive. There's so much depth to it. And I think the results speak for themselves. I was able to physically feel with my body the impact of this ancient work, and I'm so happy that that was the way that I was able to start my day at 4 a.m. Every day. So that was a huge highlight for me. Secondly, I found the completion process to be absolutely necessary, particularly in my personal healing process. And through the process, I was able to really get to the root of some very stubborn patterns that I was either holding onto or just not aware of. And I'm just so thankful that this process has been developed and is being shared to get to the true root cause of the patterns that keep us stuck. And then the third point I wanted to bring up was this exercise of the death meditation. Now, the death meditation was very profound for me in that it allowed me to really excavate and bring awareness to the many fears that I was holding on to in my life. And that was really unconsciously driving a lot of my actions or behavior patterns. After going through the death meditation, I wholeheartedly endorse this meditation, and know that this is something that everyone should go through. It's really critical. So I know that it's something that will benefit everyone that has the courage to show up in integrity in that way. And then, you know, I think just overall, as I, you know, reflect on the program, I just have so much gratitude for the culture and the ecosystem that's been created and that I've been brought into through this work. You know, it's a culture of integrity, responsibility, authenticity, and enriching. And I just think it's so beautiful to be able to be amongst a community that holds those values and really practices those. And I see just how transformative that ethos is. So I'm just so grateful to be a part of this this culture. I also have found that you know, the blessings are just so abundant and they're everywhere. From, you know, maybe the more practical logistics of the program. For instance, you know, the fact that this is a month-long program that's at no cost to the participants, where you're getting 3 delicious meals a day. And you know, the quality of you know, the participants and the staff here, for lack of a better word, I would say is just, it's just amazing. I've worked in so many different spaces, professional and maybe non-professional settings, and I could just say the integrity of the space, it's very clean. And I think that's necessary in order for people to really be ferocious and courageous in this process of growing and healing and evolving. And then finally, I would say, you know, just the opportunity that this program provides, not only during the time you're here, but following, you know, the opportunity to stay connected and to, you know, just grow individually, grow as a community, and continue the inquiry and the curiosity and the play of, you know, developing self-love and allowing that love to propagate. So this is, yeah, this is what I have to share today. And again, I'm so thankful for everyone involved.
Thank you, Ma Francesca, for that. Because I have seen your journey as well. Every pattern that you had at every point, every juncture, the kind of breakthroughs that you had, and you very elaborately, very beautifully shared it. And not just that, I know you're a pediatrician by profession. So when you go back, every person you're going to be working with is going to experience this healing touch with you, like, that you are going to be carrying. And that is something that is so profound for me, because I've seen your whole journey. You've come a long way, and I just see yourself, like, see the kind of joy that you're radiating now. That itself speaks volumes. Okay, so just before I know you've shared elaborately, but I have just one question to ask you. When it comes to your experience of PSS, what is that one, like, how would you summarize, what is that biggest, if I have to tell you just one main thing that is your biggest takeaway or your best experience in PSS, what would that be? Why do you think PSS is the experience for you? What would that be?
Well, my fun answer is I thought it was pretty cool to manifest sparkles on my and watch Ganesha drink milk. So the power manifestation exercises really expanded my you know, I think preconceived notions of what reality is. And I think ultimately the big breakthrough and takeaway for me was reclaiming my power, my personal power, and shedding patterns of victimhood. that I am, the creator of my world or my universe. And I think when I keep that in my heart, in my knowing, my being, that anything is possible. I'm limitless in that way. So thank you for supporting that realization.
Yes. Thank you, Ma. And thank you for coming up and sharing your journey. And like I said, every time I hear this, where people on the last day come up and thank the person who have caused them for this experience, because for it is someone who took that time to make, to manifest, hold space for you to manifest this here. And I'm so happy. And I remember for how long Ma Samarpini was trying to, like, she was, working with you. She really wanted you to be here to have that experience, and I'm so happy to see the type of breakthrough that you've had. So thank you so much, and welcome to the Rajya Sabha. You're going to be part. It's only beginning now. It's not an end. It's only beginning now. And so welcome for that. And next, coming up, we have with us Shri Purna Yogi Ayya, who is here. Shri Purna Yogi Ayya. And before he comes, I just have one small introduction to give him, because he has attended PSS 1, the first Paramashiva Sena program, and he attended the whole program, and he had amazing experiences in that first program as well. So now I'm eager to ask you, what has your experience been like? What has your journey been like? Sri Purna Yogi, you came as Edgar Estrada and you're going back as Sri Purna Yogi. So I welcome Sri Purna Yogi Ayya to come up and share. Please could you call him forward, no? Yes, come up, come forward, Purna Yogi Ayya. And I'm sure not just me, all the other Rajya Sabha members are also waiting to hear your experience, because I told you, you just come for one day and I will be waiting to hear your experience on the last day of the program. So I want to also hear, you came in as Edgar Estrada and you're going back as Purna Yogi. And how has your journey been like? And I also want you to share about from PSS 1 to PSS 9. What's the difference that you see? What has been the kind of experiences that you've had? The stage is all yours. Go ahead.
No. Um, oh, okay. I'm gonna start by what I have on the list, and then I'm gonna just explain those aspects as well. Um, so I just Nithyananda, everybody. I just wanted to share all the beautiful experience I've had while participating in this program. This is my second time. I was in PSS 1, and it's a lot different from PSS 1. There's a lot of changes and upgrades and different in the routines and in the processes that we have been doing. And I'm really grateful for the amount of effort and time and organization that has been put into it, because even though it's the same program, it's completely different, and I'm benefiting in a whole different way. Um, there's a few things I wanted to speak about, like the completion experiences. So through these completion experiences, this is like a way to address certain root patterns and incompletions, certain wounds that one carries all their life, maybe even for lifetimes. The deep sense of inner completion I achieved through these processes is amazing. Um, and how some of my past incompletions were resolved, and like the impact of the effect of those incompletions started dissolving and diminishing from me, whereas in other therapy or other programs, that's not as effective as it is in this program. And the feeling of freedom and lightness after resolving these deep-seated incompletions. um, Learning about these incompletions, I also learned how to dive deeper, and I gained a lot of insights through the process of introspections and self exploration. how past patterns and beliefs were unraveling and transformed into powerfulness instead of powerlessness. Um, the courage and the strength that I derived from confronting and overcoming personal limitations, even limitations that I didn't know were there. I slowly was discovering myself. Um, the program has a very great support system. The way it's structured, the nurturing environment is provided specifically for growth. At first, I think in the first program, in the first 15 days, I would be overwhelmed and feel like I'm kind of being forced to meet everybody's expectations and try to be the best, but I was like falling short. And I realized that they were not pushing me like to punish me or condemn me for things like even coming late or any of these small things. They were just showing me parts of myself that doesn't really serve me and actually holds me back from opportunities and different relationships and stuff. They were actually helping push me to another level beyond what I was able to see myself, and I'm very appreciative to that for that program, and this program as well is has been the same, and I look at it in a different way. Um, the program itself, the presence of the supportive peers in our program and the mentors during the process was very crucial and important. And I want to thank everybody who has helped me in my journey, and the acharyas and the staff and everybody here, and even the co-participants. Um, the available resources and guidance that was tailored for each individual. There was times that I would go up to the mic and I would be scared to go up to the mic. And sometimes I didn't want to go up to the mic. But it was issues that I was having with enriching, with causing, with manifesting things, with everything I was struggling with. I would have to come up to the mic though I didn't want to. And when I come to the mic, each person came and they helped me, specifically for my needs. And I felt that was very helpful, that I never got that anywhere. And it's just amazing support. And again, I'm grateful for that. Um, there was a lot of festivities and darshans. The celebration of traditional Hindu festivals with joy and authenticity. Everything is so sacred here, and every little thing, though it seems sort of religious, is like art, and it's just amazing how everything is. And I enjoyed all the colors, all the festival, all the music, all the dancing. I enjoyed the food. I enjoyed everything here. The festivals were really impactful because they were transformative. They weren't just festivals, they weren't just holidays. They kind of like aligned to nature, they kind of like aligned to the universe. They kind of like aligned in a scientific way, which I appreciate a lot. And the food is amazing. Probably nowhere else I'll eat this healthy. But when I come here, I'm eating so much and it's just healthy food. And I know I'm not doing nothing harm to my body because actually things in my body were starting to clear up. Certain parts of my skin will clear up. I wouldn't have any like little rashes or any, any little blemishes or anything. Like I would notice that my body's getting better and I would get improved sleep and I would be able to think clear. I would get improved sleep and I would be able to think clear and these things were all a part of the program, the food, the diet, the change of habits, the change of routines, the change of sleeping patterns, the yoga, the puja, all these things really played a part in my transformation. And there, even doing the yoga and the puja in Brahma Muhurta at 4 a.m., these are all powerful techniques and they're all like together put in a way that will actually promote growth. Very scientific and very genius, and I should say. Um, let's see. The spiritual energy and connections I experienced during these darshans, it's hard to explain. I felt many times of moments of oneness with Swamiji, oneness with Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, God source, oneness with even my peers in certain moments of power manifestations and things like that. Um, these things are very important, and there's a big sense of sacredness and reverence in the program of spiritual practices that I also appreciate. The initiations and the empowerment after the transformative energy experience during the initiation process. It's something that I can't put into words, but the great power of the Guru's initiation has brought me where I am now, and my own willpower to seek for truth. And it's amazing that I'm here. It's almost like a story in a book or a movie that I'm still trying to like grasp. And I'm transforming every day. And sometimes I don't know how to explain it, or I know other people won't understand, but um I definitely feel understood and loved when I'm in these processes. I definitely feel like I'm sitting in the lap of God, and I'm being protected and I'm safe. Through the death experience, healing initiation, through my Kundalini awakenings, through all these things, I definitely feel safe and guided. This is the best place I could be at. Um, so the empowerment to manifest one's desires and intentions. I've gained a lot of clarity in this program, and clarity of my purpose and the things that I was thinking was right. Necessarily, I had to make like certain shifts in the foundation of how I viewed life, and these shifts are so big and scary. But when I am doing it and I am contemplating it and I am trying to and applying what is being taught to me, I feel a lot of weightlessness. I feel a lot of freedom and empowerment and confidence to do the things that I want to do and actually be successful. The sense of connection to the divine and the cosmos through all these things, yoga, puja, eating the food, um, through the initiations, the darshans, even participating in seva, like all these things make me feel a sense of connection and to the divine and the cosmos. It just makes me feel like I'm naturally flowing with nature. When in the outside world, in the matrix, I feel like I'm in chaos and I'm just trying to get out of it. So post-program feelings, the lasting sense of peace and inner joy I have inside, the empowerment and confidence to pursue my life's goals, the gratitude and fulfillment I derive from the program's transformative experiences. Those are the things I feel right now. A lot of gratitude and there's a lot more to learn. Like, even though I've been here for 30 days or a little less maybe, and the first program, I was also here for the whole program. Um, there's still a lot more to learn. So it just seems like the beginning, though. I feel like I came very far, and so have you guys. And I encourage you guys to look at this as you're in the right place and you're safe and you're being guided and you're loved. Just like I feel loved, safe, and guided. Thank you.
Thank you, Aya. Thank you so much for coming up and sharing. And Edgar, Aya, what is that one difference, Purna Yogi Aya? Because you attended the previous VSS and this one. What is the major shift or a breakthrough that you see experience in yourself? Can you tell that also a little bit more? Because I'm sure so many, I can already visualize all the previous Rajya Sabha members who have attended the PSS 1, and they're all waiting to know really what will be the experience for them to come back here. And I know if you about 1 month back I had the conversation with you in the Rajya Sabha room, and I'm sure now already Mahabhava Priya, there'll be few of them who are already listening, waiting to know what difference will be there, should I come or not in the next PSS. So I want you to share what is the difference that you saw and why you think And what is that major shifts changes that you see?
I have a stronger sense of trust and surrender to the universe and unfolding naturally of how things are supposed to occur. Whereas I carried a lot of self-doubt and victimhood as far as being a victim of my circumstances. And through this second program, I've discovered those parts and I was able to relieve and release those parts that weren't no longer serving me. That was as far as a false identity that I was carrying and that was holding me back. And if I didn't come to the program, I probably would not recognize these things. And I probably would not feel as confident or as empowered as I am now. Even even the things that I thought I could achieve, I still carried those things, and they were like unnoticed a little bit, and I was probably cherishing that identity as far as like I have a right to be a victim, I have a right to have self-doubt, I have a right to have flaws, I have a right to be powerless. Like I would carry this justification in some way. And coming here to this program, I definitely discovered that those parts are not me and that my highest potential is is better than that, and that um this is just a false idea, that a false belief that I'm carrying because of my experience, but it doesn't define me. And man, it's just so powerful to talk about this, where in the beginning I wasn't able to acknowledge these things. And the program itself, it's so much things to it that I can't even put into words. Um, Throughout the program, I know I have the support of the Acharyas and everybody else, but I also used the Ask Nithyananda AI app. I would use it every day and talk to it and tell it all my talk to Swamiji basically and tell him everything that I was going through, and that kind of helped me also. It kind of like aligned with the program and everything that I was doing, and it just seems like everything was in tune and in sync with it, with the things I was talking about, the things I was going through. It's a lot mystical, more mystical than just physical, more mystical than just the things that I'm seeing. Everybody is a reflection of you. Everything is training. Everything is magical, and I probably wouldn't discover these things if I didn't come a second time. And, maybe in the future I'll come again and maybe I'll discover some new things. So,
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Sri Purna Yogeya. Thank you for coming up and sharing that. And that is true because many times the limitations that we set, the limits that we set for ourselves, what we believe so strongly, that barriers are completely broken, especially with this journey of Paramashiva Sena that you're all having. So thank you so much, Aya, for beautifully coming up and sharing. I appreciate it. Thank you. And okay, so coming up next, we have with us to share the journey, who's actually, just to give a little bit of a context about the person that's coming up next, when the experience that she had, like she's here from completely a different type of upbringing, a different culture altogether, but to be here, to have this journey and the breakthroughs that she has had, I'm going to request and invite Ma Yanzu to come forward for her to share her journey, her breakthroughs and experiences in the program. Ma Yanzu. Yes, please go ahead. You can share with everybody. Give a little bit of introduction about yourself and share your experience.
Nityananda Ma. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yanzu from Houston. I appreciate that Swamiji gave me a wonderful spiritual name. It's Vadama Yogini. That means the one who is in oneness with the Vedic weapon in the soul. And this name gave me a big confirmation. And to all new participants, welcome and congratulations. You are about to begin a magic 1 month journey. Trust me, you are going to receive blessings and breakthroughs for beyond your imagination. To my fellow participants from last month, I am deeply grateful. It's been an honor to share this wonderful space with yours. Your listening and sharing brought me completion, and each of you, I see Swamiji's intelligence and radiance alive. Before coming here, I lived in anxiety and avoidance. I was disconnected from myself and from reality, constantly on my phones. One day, about 12 hours. Resisting social interaction, stuck in the patterns of restlessness, and unable to sleep at night. But since entering this space, my life has completely relightened. Now I wake up at 3 a.m. every day for yoga and puja. And through this routine, my chakra began to open. I feel stronger and more intimate connection with the Paramashiva. That's wonderful. Through the completion process and causing access, I've held many deep-rooted and completions with myself and my family. Now I experience great integrity, authenticity, and conscious will. Inside Swamiji's enlightened space, I had a powerful Kundalini awakening. It feels like a healing hot spring flowing through every energy channel and organ in my body. As my body held, my soul would also started dissolving. During my first darshan, I went into such a deep state that I didn't eat, drink, or move. Swamiji personally held me for 6 hours. In the first 2 hours, I even feel a conscious dialogue happening between me and Swamiji. That's amazing. And my linga dropped off 4 times. And that means my wishes are come true. And symbolizing that each of my prayers will manifest into reality. I cried 5 times during this journey, touched by my Swamiji's words. So I want to offer my heartfelt gratitude to my Guru Swamiji. He is a living embodiment of a divine. He listens to our innermost space and showers us with the conditional love, strength, and shaktis. His presence is the greatest blessing of this life. Finally, my sincerely thanks to every sannyasi and abhinavasi here. Your compassion, guidance, and tireless salva has supported my transformation. Your calm words and living wisdom showed me what it means to be a true seeker. The sacrifice, Boo, you were served helped me directly experience the healing power of a vegetarian lifestyle. Thank you for everything you do for Swamiji and KAILASA. Because of your dedication, we can all complete our commerce and work powerful towards enlightenment and a radiant future. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Ma Yanzu. You have so beautifully summarized it. Actually, every point you have so beautifully shared it. I remember still on the day one when you were sharing about the same exercise that today all the participants are doing, when you did the same exercise, the kind of breakthroughs that you wanted to have. Right from your doubt, should I become vegetarian? Am I really sure? To today, enriching so many people, the kind of breakthroughs, the journey that you have had. It has been so unique to see. See, that's my favorite part of conducting the program because I see so many people who walk in for the first time without any idea, any clue whatsoever, and the complete transformation and the breakthroughs that they have. So, thank you so much for coming up and sharing. It was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, everyone.
We
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mom.
Ma. We
Thank you,
also have
everyone.
participants from Saint Kitts. We have Ma Pratyaksha Jnana Shaktini, Ma Saundarya, Ma Mangala Rupini who are also waiting to share. But before that, I think we have Ma Maha Sadashiva, who is here to share her journey through the Paramashiva Sena program, the breakthroughs that she has had. Please come forward.
Nityananda, everyone. I have finished the PSS batch 9. I can share about this program. It's wonderful. It gives a great breakthrough in understanding about abundance. I knew about on a mental level with the knowledge level, but internally it was difficult to internally for me to internalize understanding that it's for me too. And now I'm feel totally blessing. In the inside of me, of true, of us hard work when in fact it come from within, and it's also about celebrating every resource in the universe. At the level of nature, we will see that it offers us. At the level relationship is very well. When we feel opportunity and gratitude in the present time and creativity sharing our time so that around us can benefit from. The PSS program is exceptional because not only are the batch different each time, but there are also tailor-made for each us. And the Swamiji is here. I have had so much, and the ecosystem is truly wonderful and extremely beneficial. The Swamiji Darshan are wonderful. It is hard to put into words. It's so incredible. Swamiji gives us an enable of us. It takes of us is really incredible. It's really up you enjoy over minutes the yoga, the session, the temple, because it goes by so fast. I tell thank you Swamiji, thank you for the temple, for the meet, for the with the acharya, and thank you, gratitude Swamiji, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you for coming up and sharing. And also, I want to tell your journey. I know how long you've been waiting to manifest sannyas. And surely, I'll just tell you one thing, the journey that you have been in and the breakthroughs that you have had in this program, you are taking one of the biggest jumps of manifesting sannyas, and you and your daughter becoming Kailasavasi. So, welcome to that Kailasavasi family. We're all here waiting for you to come settle here. So happy that you're here. You've decided to take the jump. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ma Sadashiva. It's been really beautiful to hear each of your journeys, the kind of breakthroughs that each of you have had. And now, next with us, we have the participants from Saint Kitts. All the participants who attended from Saint Kitts, Ma Mangala Rupini and Ma Pratyaksha Jnana Shaktini and Ma Saundarya are here to share their journey, their experience. But just before we enter into that, I just wanted to highlight the whole journey of what PSS offers. Every pattern, every problem that you want, that you are looking to find a solution for, precisely all of that Swamiji addresses in the program, giving you a breakthrough from the very biomemory level. And that is what all of you are experiencing as the program, as a Paramashiva Sena program itself. So, we are going to be entering into the next sharings where participants from other places that attended are also going to be sharing. And before that, we'll just take a short break and be right back. Thank you, Ma. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much, Mama Francesca. And now I think it's time for all of us to enter into the next sharing. We have Ma Mangala Rupini here with us. Nityanandam, Ma Mangala Rupini. Would you like to go ahead and share what your journey has been like for you to experience, be in the program, and you have attended the whole program in Saint Kitts? So, what was your journey like, Ma Mangala Rupini? Would you like to go ahead and share? And also, this program happened in multiple locations in Kashi just before she comes, because I keep mentioning Saint Kitts. I just want to make sure I'm informing everyone. This program happened right now, like this Paramashiva Sena program, PSS 10, is happening in different places like Los Angeles, Kashi, and then we have in Tiruvannamalai. Similarly, the previous batch happened in Kailasa, Los Angeles, in Saint Kitts, in Kashi, and in Salem. In 4 different locations we had different participants that attended. And now we are having the participants from Saint Kitts who are joining here to share. And they're here to share their journey. Okay, I think she's having a small network issue. She's messaged. They're going to be right back. They're having a small network issue. But now we're going to, as just they come up to share, I just wanted to set a little bit of a context to everybody here, because each one are sharing so many different perspectives of the program. But the like every aspect of this program is personally designed by Swamiji himself to give you the best experience, to give you the breakthrough, the experience, what it feels like, that whole superconscious experience and breakthrough that Swamiji is giving. So, to every one of you that are here, this program entirely is going to be directly working directly in your superconsciousness to transform you from that very base and to build you to that super conscious breakthrough. And as you're watching, all the viewers on YouTube, as you listen to these experiences, if you feel like, oh God, this is what I want to have, this is a breakthrough that I want to have, you're welcome to sign up. As you all can see on the screen, we have the link projected. Please do sign up, become part of the Paramashiva Sena program, and you too can have this as your experience. Nityanandamma, please go ahead and share your journey. And along with Ma Mangala Rupini, we also have Ma Jnanamaya, who's going to be translating for everybody. Go ahead, Ma Mangala Rupini.
就是我现在在这里就是有1个月了，然后呢，其实这个月收获蛮大的，因为我来的时候也是感觉是师傅的就是指引，然后让我来到了这里，然后其实通过这个月，我觉得我感受最大的就是我自己的就是很多人生答案就是在这个月。然后会得到了很多的一些认知上的一些提升，然后在这个认知上的提升之后，让我的答案变得更加的清晰。然后呢，还有就是会以前就是会觉得就是心里会装很多东西，然后就跟一艘船一样的，你的船上装的越多，然后终有一天那个船它会沉掉的。然后现在就是会学会了，就会把船上的东西就是不需要的，然后呢不重要的，就会慢慢的就会把它就是放掉，然后会把真正需要的东西留下来。然后你的船上就会承载的是越来越多自己想要的东西，然后在这些想要的东西中，再不断的去找到最需要的东西，然后把一些自己不需要的东西再次放掉，然后最终呢，就是自己所有的需要的东西，它就会越来越清晰，然后其实就跟我自己的心一样的，我觉得在这个月的过程中，就是一个不断的去清理。不断的让我自己的心得到净化，然后并且去把我所有想要的东西，然后归类，然后把所有不需要的东西放掉，然后把我自己的认知就带到了一个我自己都认为是非常好的一个状态。然后因为这个月还就是经历了很多，就是在以前没有来上线下课的时候的很多一些改变吧。第一点可能就是练瑜伽。以前我自己练瑜伽的时候，可能就是没那么的认真，就是有的时候4点半会起，然后有的时候呢也不一定起得来。 然后通过这一个月的学习，我觉得我的瑜伽有了很大的一些进步，然后让我对练习瑜伽的一些感知，包括我的身体状态，它都达到了一个非常好的一些改变。所以我觉得接下来的就是我再次回去的时候，我觉得我也会继续的，就是坚持每天在就是早上4点半就练梵式瑜伽，然后还有就是做铺架。因为我之前做铺架的时候，就是梵语就是不是很懂，然后它的意思其实也没有很明白，然后就是做铺架就会想着做铺架是与上师链接的最好的方式，然后就是这样的一种心态去做铺架，然后通过这个一个月做铺架呢，然后就是每天就会有铺架老师，他每天会唱诵，然后会有翻译告诉我们这个经文是什么意思。然后就会每天带着感恩的心去做这些铺架，然后为师父献花呀，然后去做这些供奉什么的，然后就所有的一切就会让自己会觉得，哇，做铺架是一件非常神圣的事情，然后就跟我以前在家里做铺架的这种链接，然后跟这种想法是完全不一样的，然后就会对铺架有了另外一种，不管是从认知到情感吧，都会上升到一个就是自己可能以前没有觉察到的一个高度这样子。然后我也会接下去回去的时候，我也会把就是每天做铺架的一些跟以前不一样的状态不断的去调整，然后也会每天都去做铺架这样子，然后也会把我这些好的体验去分享给我身边的人。然后这个是第二点，然后还有就是，做圆满，就是我以前自己做圆满的方式，就是也会跟着老师的指导，但是我觉得没有在线下课体验的这么深入。然后其实我在这次的线下课程，其实我的课题其实并没有很多，就是我真正做的圆满就是3个圆满，但是这3个圆满就是我这么多年其实一直在我心里都没有办法去解决掉的问题。然后就是通过我跟我妈妈的圆满，还有我跟我前男友的圆满，还有我跟我小姨的圆满，就通过这3个事件的圆满，就会让我自己整个人就会就一下子就打开了很多，就会把我以前原有的认知就会完全的覆盖掉，然后让我会有新的认知，认识到所有的问题在哪里，然后一步一步的去解决我现在的这些问题，然后就是我的人生思路会更加的清晰。然后还有就是我这两天的一个感受，因为这两天师傅在打显的过程中，然后我在听的时候，然后跟我在做瑜伽，包括做冥想的时候，我就明显的感觉到我整个人的身体在变轻，就是会变得很通透，就是那种疼痛感也消失了，然后那种就是以前身体卡住的部分也打开了。然后就会整个人感觉到，就是我整个人打的就是身体的，包括我的脉轮以及我的肢体的状况，就会打得非常开。然后在这一个月，其实我觉得刚好在昨天跟今天感受到了这个变化，然后我就觉得给我这一个月的课程好像有了一个非常完美的结局。然后呢，还有就是在师傅的一些点化呀，包括做死亡冥想，还有我们这个月做了一些供奉啊，这些，其实每一个就是变化，它都会随着就是你自己的认知的改变，它就是而变化。就是其实我从这一个月的课程来讲，我觉得师傅每一天给的就是东西，它都是不一样的。然后我们用心去感受，然后用心去体验，然后再去用心去改变自己。然后到这个月结束的时候，然后你会发现你收获到的都是美好的东西。然后我今天就跟大家分享到这里，比加南达。
My name is Mangala Rupini from China. A month under the master's guidance, what I felt the most was that I found answers to my own life questions, and my awareness has also been elevated. In the past, I used to feel like I was carrying a lot in my heart, like a boat that could become heavy and sink down. Now I am slowly letting go of what is unnecessary. Everything I thought I wanted, to seek what I truly desire the most. In the end, what I truly want becomes very clear. This month has been a continuous process of cleansing, allowing my heart to be purified and bringing my awareness to a very good state. I have undergone many changes that I haven't experienced before. First, there's yoga. In the past, I wasn't serious about it and couldn't wake up at 4 a.m. This month, I have made progress and my condition has reached a good state. I believe I will continue to practice yoga at 4 a.m. every day. And puja, I don't understand Sanskrit or its meaning, but I know it's the best way to connect with the master. Now, every day we have acharyas teaching us chanting and translator explaining the meaning to us. Everything feels very sacred, unlike at home. And these days, when Swamiji gave darshan, and when I was doing yoga and meditation, I felt my body become lighter and pain-free. All the blocked areas in my body were opened up, and my chakras were also opened up. This made the program a perfect ending for me. Swamiji's Diksha and death meditation. And we have also done some sevas during the program. These all changed my conditions. So this whole month program, Swamiji has given me something very different every day. So I really feel it with my heart and experience it and have transformation. So I'm very, very grateful for Swamiji and this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ma Mangala Rupini. And also, Ma Mangala Rupini, do you want to share your experience of the miracle that you experienced in the program during the Tulavaram? I know you have shared it earlier in the class, but that was just in the class. But there are many people here who are listening for the first time. So do you want to share the miracle that you experienced during Tulavaram?
可以分享一下。
你家南达，就是我做台称的时候，其实当时是亏师那盛典嘛，亏师那盛典的时候，其实当时选择做这个台称的时候，就是一瞬间，因为当时就是看了一个亏师那的就是分享会嘛，然后当时就自己就一瞬间就决定了，因为很喜欢亏师那，然后做这个台称的时候，当时心里是很开心的，然后做完就是在亏师那盛典的当天。因为当时会写很多人的祝福嘛，然后我就会把，我的一些朋友、家人，还有就是包括我前男友的名字都会写上去。然后当时在奎师那盛典的当天呢，然后，我跟我前男友联系之后，他就告诉我，他说他有一笔就是工程，就是以前做项目的，就是一些款项，就是已经过了很久了，可能有2年多、3年了，都没有任何的消息，就是所有人都认为这个项目可能已经都没有任何的，就是机会了。然后在奎师那盛典的当天，然后他的这笔钱就会收回来了。然后当时就是他自己都很惊喜，然后虽然这笔钱不是我自己的亲身显化，但是也是因为师傅的祝福，然后他这笔钱就可以就是有收到这样的一些惊喜。然后这个是第一点，然后还有第二一个点就是当时，还有就是我祝福的就是让师傅祝福的一个是我的朋友，就是我一直是想让他来上线下课的，因为我自己的感觉就是我觉得师傅的线下课一定会帮到他。然后在我奎师那盛典的就是那一天，然后我就给他打电话，就告诉他这个课程我现在在这里。但是他其实很想来，但是他心里有太多的恐惧，然后他所经历的那些恐惧是我自己可能没有就是亲身体验，就是我觉得我没有感知到他的那种痛苦的恐惧点在哪里，然后我就跟我们的导师就阿恰利昂去沟通这个事情嘛，然后当然他们给了我很多的建议，我会再跟他沟通，然后。就是过了一个晚上，第二天早上很奇迹般的，他给我发了条信息，说他9月份要来上线下课，所以当时就是我的心里就会很惊喜，然后所有的就是真的会感觉到好像师傅他在就是安排的一切，然后你只需要把你自己做好，然后所有的一切事情它就会自然的流动，然后都会就随之都会变好嘛。所以其实我每次其实做供奉的时候我都很开心，因为我觉得 就是我会把我想要祝福的人都会写上去，都会让师父去祝福他们，然后包括我自己，然后我身边的人，因为我是希望我身边所有的人都越来越好的，也包括我自己嘛。所以每次就是做台，包括以前做莲花组、做台称或者做超度吧，我都觉得其实在这个过程中，在做的时候。就你决定去做这个事情的时候，你心里就是很开心的。然后做完这些事情之后，然后心里会更开心。我相信所有做供奉的人心里都有这样的一些就是感触在。然后这个就是当时做台称的，就是当天显化的跟第二天显化的一些事情，所以在这里跟大家分享一下。你加拿大。
So I have offered Tulabalam on Krishna's festival. So before that, I was attending a sharing session, Zoom session, and then I had the passion to join the Seva. It inspired me to take part. During the Seva, I wrote the names of my friend and my ex-boyfriend on the wish list. That same day, my ex-boyfriend had been struggling to receive payment for his engineering project, and everyone thought there was no hope. However, on the very day of the Seva, he unexpectedly received the money. He was utterly amazed, and we believe it was due to the master's blessings that he received such a tremendous surprise. And another incident, I asked the master to bless my friend. I had always hoped she would attend the PSS program, as I strongly felt the program could help her. During the Seva offering, I called her, but she expressed her fear and hesitation. I also asked guidance from the acharyas of the program. Surprisingly, by the next day, she told me she had decided to come. I truly felt the master was orchestrating everything. All we need to do is fulfill our part, and everything else will transform. That's why I feel joyful every time I participate in offerings. I believe that if I write the names of those I wish to pray, including myself, will all benefit. The entire process brings me happiness. And so
Tulabharam, and that too for her ex-boyfriend. Just with connecting to Swamiji at the end of the Tulabharam, her partner manifested all the wealth miraculously out of the blue. These are the types of experiences and the breakthroughs that people have been having, which is so beautiful to hear in itself. And Mangala Rupini, thank you so much for coming up and sharing that. It was really wonderful to hear that from you. And I think we also have Michael Stein. Mom, Premika, do you want to bring Michael Stein? Yes, please come forward. Michael Aya, what is your experience? Not just people are curious, even I am curious to hear. So I want to know what has been your experience of the program, and 1 month, how has this journey been for you? And I think we have all the people that work to cause you, all of them who really wanted to be here. Mahabhava Priya, Ma Divyananda, all of them are here. They all also want to hear from you what your experience has been. So please go ahead, start here. Introduce yourself and you can go ahead and share.
My name is Michael Ishana Shivam Stein. I'm from Humboldt County. Yeah, that's a good start. Thank you. Just to get here, wow. So in February, I was so excited to come, and there was pretty much no reason for me not to come. By the time Antigua rolled around, I had my plane ticket, I flew across the country. I still couldn't get there. And then from needing a head gasket to everything you could imagine, I got here. No matter what, that was basically what was in my head. No matter what, it was going to come. You know, it wasn't like I needed to, I had to. It was like a definite, absolute thing, no matter what. So, I start off with the fact that everyone has incompletions, and it might take a long time to complete with those incompletions, but the deep-rooted ones, the ones that you're going to go through here, especially, your ego, your identity might just want to run away and feel like, oh, I'm sick, or I can't make it, or whatever it is. Be here because for your whole life, you've been waiting for this moment, and your life will absolutely change in the ways I can go through miracle after miracle. They had us write down at least 21 reasons, and there's so many more. There were so many reasons. Yeah, the miracles abound. Between the energy darshan, being in the presence of the master, the amazing food, the fact that you're going to become a healer, the beautiful friends you're going to meet, the amazing people who are helping out here. You'll be able to create your reality. You'll get an amazing teamily. You'll experience the real larger than life deities. You'll burn away all your karmas from this life and previous lives, all your lives. You'll learn your personal fastest way to reach enlightenment. Don't forget to ask that. That's a good one. And you'll let go of all the problems in your life. You'll be the best version of yourself. So if at any point you're not sure if you can stay or you should stay, put all that out of your mind and just be here and enjoy it and embrace it. It's not something that barely anyone in this world can do, and you're so blessed. And you might not realize it now, but being here, you are so blessed. You're going to be doing authentic yoga every day, the real powerful yoga. You're not going to need as much sleep. You're going to see that even if you don't get any sleep, somehow you'll be fine. There's no way I'd be able to, with like 2 or 3 hours of sleep, I would be nauseous and sick and dizzy. I was fine. Sometimes I doze off a little. No big deal, but no, I'm still amazed. You're going to learn beautiful prayers that raise your heart and consciousness to their peak possibility. You're going to manifest all kind of powers. You'll find out how to overcome any obstacle. All your wishes and dreams will come true. And Rajasabha, you'll learn how to help enlighten the world. Again, you'll become a healer. The ultimate empowerment will happen to you. You'll become a leader and an ambassador. You'll learn the secrets to manifest wealth. You'll be able to ask Bhagavan, Swamiji, for any boons, wishes that you want. And darshan will happen all the time. Just that alone. I mean, all your relationships will improve. You'll have third eye awakening, acharya training with the puja and the yoga and the how to cause and the beautiful history of Kailasa and health, and I can go on forever. So I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah, I couldn't be more thankful and again blessed, and it's an experience you're gonna wish that it never ended. And when you cause people, you'll see it changes you too, because everything's an extension of you. And you can always volunteer, you can always help your local Sangha and build your local Sangha. And before we know it, the world will be enlightened again. So yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Swamiji.
Thank you so much, Michael Steinaya. And thank you for sharing. And I'm sure that the experience, the breakthroughs that you have had, definitely do share even with all your family members, because I know how much you've been creating space for them to have these experiences and breakthroughs. So thank you for sharing, Michael Steinaya. Actually, it's so good to hear every one of your journey. What each of you have been, the kind of experiences that each of you are having, the journey, it is just so beautiful, phenomenal to hear that. And I think next we have Brian Lee Aya. Brian Lee Aya, go ahead, please come forward. And would you like to share? Oh God, you have come in. He has come in a full attire, gotten ready to present his journey. Go ahead. From the visions that you had in day one to all the experiences of yours, even I'm curious to hear from you. Go ahead, Aya, please.
Yes. Okay. Nityanandam, everybody. I had a very big breakthrough in the Paramashiva Sena session program. I was born a Buddhist and researched Hinduism when I was young. And in my Buddhist temple, there was a lot of deities and gods and goddesses. And there was a photo of 14 lokas that Vishnu, Bhagavan Vasudeva, was laying on Anatta Sishesha, which is the cosmic serpent that lays on the cosmic milk of creativity and the universe. And the whole 14 loka embodies a super conscious source of Paramashiva, yoga, cosmology, and science. This program offers a very, very powerful, encompassing, all ultimate powers of manifestation through awakening of the Kundalini Shakti, which is the divine masculinity and femininity within and God within everybody. When I was young, I was very traditional to my heritage and roots, and it was kind of hard for me to believe when I was still growing up in the celestial divine, and I started interacting with spirit animals, gods and goddesses, and I also started thinking spiritually, mentally, physically, through synchronicities and divine timing with inner questions, prayers, and thoughts. And in my Buddhist temple, a while after I saw the lokas and the poster, I made a wish and question to see if Hinduism and Buddhism was real, and I interacted with my Isha Devi, which was Kuan Yin, aka Avakite's Vara. She immediately answered me, and suddenly I was very excited and speechlessly thrilled, but I still had inner doubts. And where I asked my question was at my Buddhist temple, where there is a fountain with a lotus in the middle with sprinkling water, and two deities, which I believe is Kuan Yin and Tara. I believe my Kundalini manifested a physical form in front of me and crawled through and went through the water and dug into the earth, which I believe possibly was assigned to get more involved and learn. And where it happened was there was a pot of incense holders and nagas, uh, three-headed, six-headed nagas guarding the pot. I was very in tune and thought everything was auspicious, and so I took everything to heart. And throughout my spiritual journey, I believe I started learning about my traditional history roots of my heritage in Vietnamese and Cambodia, and I got connected through my grandma and certain surrounding elders that I grew up with. While learning everything, I believe the pinnacle of light source, Spada, which is Shiva himself, is our guru who, through different generation and lineages, goes through generations, teaches us to navigate through the samsara and darkness, and is always within us and oneness to have us believe that through pure love, devotion, faith, that anything is possible, and through the guidance and wisdom of the gods and goddesses that embody the wisdom, intellect, and the teachings that constantly get revived and recoded, brought all paths that initially was from one path. And still, it is speechless and hard for me to believe until recently I fully almost renounced at a crossroads of my life of choosing between a career and a divine, devotional, familiar path that was with me from the beginning. I went through many lengths to invoke and talk to gods and goddesses, and physically, spiritually, and mentally received darshans of gods and goddesses in Buddhist and Hindu realms. And I believe it's more powerful when I met our guru Samraji. It was very enlightening, full, and the more you read and learn about how the world was created from Shiva and his guru Adima Kali, it teaches us how to navigate in our current modern day civilization, and it also paves a path that our past is also a path, and through their grace, blessings, and knowledge, that we can have heaven on earth and live a peaceful, loving life the way the gods and goddesses once lived. And I recently just came to a conclusion after through years of reading and meeting the gurus and this temple. It is phenomenally auspicious that life is very divine, and it connects, and the way it divinely interacts with us and connects with us plays a part in our life from our past, present, and future to navigate through this material world and stay awake to spiritually reach enlightenment and higher states of super consciousness and awakenings. And that is my part from my passage. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian Aya. And I want to tell you, really, you have manifested that as an experience. Understand all the visions you had. So I remember Swamiji gave you a very specific blessing also during the program that actually these gods and goddesses will manifest for you to have it as an experience. So that is going to be your experience. You are going to be having that manifest that through the program. So thank you so much, Brian Aya, for coming up and sharing. Thank you. And I'm so happy that you began your journey here. And I'm so happy for all the breakthroughs that you've had. Yes. So we have heard so much from so many different people from different walks of life, all the experiences, the kind of breakthroughs that they have had. Now it is time for us to experience this ourselves. Each of you are going to be having this as an experience. All the participants that are here in LA, all the participants, Tiruvannamalai, everywhere. This is what each of your journey is going to be. So all I want to say is get ready, sit back, relax and enjoy. And anyone here, if you have not yet attended the Paramashiva Sena program, don't miss it. Paramashiva Sena is for you. If you feel like, wow, I feel so inspired, I want to experience this, then just don't wait. Here you are. Take a jump and manifest. Make it for you. So you have this extraordinary breakthroughs that you're manifesting. And all the participants of PSS that are here, all the viewers, we thank all of you for joining with us today for the glimpses. And we will be now concluding this program, the glimpses, with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi Harihi Om Tatsat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu Om Nityanandam. Thank you to all the viewers for joining with us, Nityanandam.